All right, boys, we have TJ against Wesley Gittins here. You can see the huge matchup differences right here where TJ, $14,000 in winnings. That's from literally this tournament. And Wesley, $416,000 in earnings. Pretty big difference right here, but we're going to get into this game right now. And what we're going to see here is TJ gets ball first. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Let's get into the actual meat of the game. TJ's going to get ball first, and he's going to... Let's just see what happens. TJ's going to be the gun bunch formation. I am using a slightly different software to be able to write on my screen in this video. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are, if it seems like it's too much of a hassle. If not, Windows, the thing I used before, is no longer available to me. It's very frustrating. So for these breakdowns, just keep that in mind. I am trying to learn like these new hotkeys. And immediately, we're going to see Wesley on defense. And again, TJ's on offense. And Wesley's in this 4-3-6-1 defense. So there's going to be a lot of blitzes coming through here. These guys coming at you, and you see these corners are actually backed off out here and out here. Now, what's going to happen a lot is that if Wesley goes coverage, this guy's going to drop into a 30-yard cloud flat. This guy's going to drop into a 30-yard cloud flat. This guy's a deep half. This guy's a deep half. And then this guy will drop into a curl flat at around 5 yards, okay? So keep that in mind right there as we go into this game, because what TJ is going to try doing is he's going to try attacking over that with his motioned out fade. And let's see if it actually works. Let's see. Boom. And I think it's going to be open right here. We'll see if he's able to hit it. He's not. But I want you guys to pay attention immediately what TJ tries doing. Now, this is not a normal fade route. This is a stock fade that you could not hot route, and it's meant to beat cover two. So, again, if this guy's in that kind of deep half right here, he's in a deep half, because this streak's going to hold him inside, this fade's going to get outside of him, and we can actually see that happen right here as we snap the ball. And watch what happens. Boom. This fade can be pass led up and outside for a huge, huge, huge dot. Pressure gets in, but TJ does see that, and I recommend paying attention to see if he goes back to that later in this game, because it's a pretty big deal. Now, again, TJ's going to be sticking in gun bunch. He's in the Packers playbook, if I'm not mistaken, and so he can auto around to quite a few different things right here. And this is just a really smart play. Why is this open? Pretty basic. He knows that if this guy right here is blitzing and this guy's backed off, then a quick wheel route is going to be open in the flat. Even if this guy comes down here and tries to zone out, he can't get out to that wheel route fast enough, so this is open. Only way for a wheel route to be defended here is by this guy, and he's saying that Wesley's probably defending up here. And if not, he's going to have some other stuff that he's going to be able to throw. So let's see how that works out for him right here. Boom. And you see him motion that wheel out. This is one of those things that you could beat compressed defenses by attacking the sidelines. You see right here, even though this guy's zoned out, this outside corner is too far back, and we're able to take advantage of Torrey Holt out the sideline for a nice gain. You'll probably see him throw some bubble screens too, and it actually looks like he's going to audible over to the bubble screen right now. He's going to flip. And look what Wesley has to do. He had to motion, or he had to manually move this outside backer outside to the left. So already, and yeah, that's one of the best ways you attack the 6-1 defense, just throwing those little bubble screens. That's one of the reasons why I don't love running the 6-1 defense myself in online head-to-head play, because I feel like those bubble screens are way more prevalent when you're playing people online than they are in comp play. Just kind of my thoughts on it. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but that's what it feels like. And maybe not anymore either, by the way, because people are starting to pick up on it. Right there, you see the send 4 from Wesley. Now, the high ball almost results in interception. One of the big reasons that people love this 4-3-6-1 defense, though, is watch the middle. Boom. See a little disengages, a little scary, so you have to roll out of the pocket a little bit, and then you roll out, so it makes that a harder throw. Is that open? Yes, but it's a pretty tight throw. Pressure somewhat in your face, and you had to roll out a little bit. You're just going to get an inaccurate throw pretty often when you do that style of defense, or when you try to pass the ball like that. I will say, not a crazy fan of Wesley's little stud right there. Fits some people. Don't know if it fits him. Nonetheless, we're going to go into trips now, and I want you to really consider what I'm about to show you right here. Again, attacking the 6-1 defense. This guy is kind of on an island. He's not getting any help from outside backer, and the safety's too high up. So if you were to put a streak on the outside right here, and then a flat from this guy, who can defend both? It's really hard to defend both these guys. So let's just see what happens here as we snap the ball, and let's just see. I don't even know if he's going to necessarily go to that route combo. He's not. He's instead going to attack it, though, with the with a basic out route, corner route concept on the left side, and we'll see how that does here. Let's go. Boom. Yeah, he's able to throw that pretty fast. And you see how the outside backer is not able to get out to him. Again, these compressed defenses you can really take advantage of on the sidelines. And it forces their hand. They have to do so much to be able to defend it. That's why, I mean, the blitzes are better out of these defenses, but you just have to do so much to defend it. Let's see the motion out fade. No. I'm going to go back to the bubble. Don't blame him at all. Let's see. He throws the bubble, gets not a great animation, and he's going to be probably upset by that a little bit, TJ is. Yeah. But putting a pretty decent first drive right here in his first ever live event. A fun fact about TJ that I learned in this broadcast that maybe they'll show later is that he was a state champion in Delaware for the 200-meter dash. Or 200, is it 200-meter dash or 200-meter? I think it's still the dash. Yeah, 200-meter dash. In middle school, I ran the 200-meter. Was not very good at it. But, yeah. Don't know what TJ's time was, but, I mean, being a state champion 200-meter dash means you're pretty fast. So there's that. Let's see him 3rd and 7, though. He's going to audible into a tight formation. I don't love these at attacking this style of defense, but he is able to isolate the middle. Kyle Pitts. Boom. And we see some of these meshing concepts give people issues, both in offense and defense. Watch how fast this mesh is, though. We have in-route, post-route. It's pretty fast. They get by each other really quickly, whereas you see some of these longer developing meshes be a little bit riskier because it just takes a long time. Right there, pretty fast, able to hit the ball over the middle. Good. And let's see what he does here. 1st and 10. Doing a good job mixing in. Ooh, see. Okay, let's see what he does here. See what he does. But notice where these outside backers are for Wesley. They're essentially in like a slot corner area now, right? He's outside the slot wide receiver. This is like if you were in dollar, the slot corners would be around here. And so it's like, I don't know. Let's see him throw it. No, it throws it away. Safe throw. Probably could have hit the angle route, but was a little bit worried about click on from Wesley probably. So he's going to throw it away. I will tell you guys, if you've noticed, I've been using drawing less in the recent videos for these breakdowns. Is because I used Windows before, and the Windows updates have changed how, like, you can't do it anymore in Windows after the recent Windows update. And so, like, I've had to get a whole new software, and it's way more of a pain in the ass. So I do apologize. Hopefully what we're doing right now is decent as he hits that drag. It's going to take a little bit of me getting used to it, and it's a little bit muscle memory stuff, too. I'm using, like, hotkeys now on my keyboard, which I don't love. If you guys know a good Telestrator solution, let me know. I'm sure we have a football coach in here or something who might know, because I've done a lot of research on it, and there seems to be nothing really that fits this solution. But look what Wesley – look what Wesley just had to do right here. I mean, this guy was an outside backer in here. He had to manually move him out. And the reason that's a big deal is because this guy's no longer really a threat of a blitzer. You run 4-3-6-1 for this guy, for this guy, for these guys all to come in, and now this guy has been moved way out here. So it's like, to me, it feels like you're kind of losing a lot of the point. And you can't do that, though. It does feel like you're losing a lot of the point. And Wesley has to do that because remember that quick throw wheel that he threw earlier, that TJ threw earlier on this drive? Well, Wesley has to defend that. That's how you defend it without having to have that outside corner in a hard flat. And so it can be tough. See what, he's going to do that same motion out. Oh, but he's going to, I like this. Wesley's moving this guy out thinking that OBJ is going to be on a wheel, puts him on a post. I'm curious to see how this interacts with this defense here. What's the rest of the route combo? Didn't do an amazing job, but able to get a first down. Wesley on his D end. That's something that a lot of people are doing now as we get a close-up of the most feared championship belt right here. This game, again, I believe it's worth about $30,000. I wouldn't hate to see him go to a bubble right here. Definitely a big opportunity for that. Let's see if he does that or if he goes to a pass play. Wouldn't go to the bubble anymore. He's not going to. Anything there? Not really. Throws it away. The slant stopped in the middle of the field, but don't think it was open anyways. Remember, the winner of this game would be taking on John Beast for the championship. And, yeah, let's go bunch, short side. Red zone's a big area. Or no, he's going to flip into trips wide side. And red zone's a big area where you can actually get stops in this game. Like, you can get stops, and when you're able to get stops in red zone, you're in a pretty good spot. Using Darrelle Revis, nothing really there. Joe Montana, scary-ish. 3rd and 10 now. We're almost out of the first quarter. After this play, we might be out of the first quarter. That'd be the entire drive. You just got to find a way to get 7. Wesley gets ball at half. So, and clocking the second quarter purposely would not be very hard for Wesley if he chooses to. Clock all the way down. Play clock running low. I like this motion and corner play on the right side. See what he has. Gonna throw it. Got it. Agged it. Probably could have threw it a little bit better. We have separation right here. Ooh, we have some separation. Watch. This is a nice little motion and corner route. I think he could throw that like here and possession catch it right there. But he gets a little scared, which is fair. But because he gets a little scared, he aggs it. I think he could even rack that maybe or possession it like that. He aggs it, drops it, and he's going to end up taking 3, meaning Wesley gets the ball. This is in the Philadelphia Eagles playbook, and he's going to immediately run the ball. Let me get rid of that freaking ink on here. Whoops. But yeah, he's going to run the ball to start it off. Take us to the end of the first. Let's skip ahead 30 seconds real fast. And how did he pick up this first down? We missed that. Oh, he all right. We'll just miss the 8-yard pass. It's fine. Threw it to OBJ over the middle. Yeah, going to be running a lot of bunch offset. All the way in a gun tight or gun bunch monster. Or, geez, gun bunch nasty is what I'm trying to say. See if he takes a shot right here, possibly. Goes underneath. Runs CMC, gets another first down. Looks like Wesley is not in the business of clocking, and we see John Beast in the behind my face cam in the bottom left. But something you should really consider in this situation, if you are Wesley, is really think about this, right? We have 4:14 left, 13 seconds left. So essentially, this play gets you to underneath 4 minutes. 2 more plays gets you underneath 3 minutes. 2 more plays gets you to a 2-minute warning. You get ball at half. So if you could milk this correctly, score with about 30 seconds left in the half, go up 7-3, and get ball at halftime up 4 with a chance to take a 2-possession lead in a $1,000 or $30,000 game of John Madden football. So clocking here on 1st and 10 especially, I think you run this ball, and that's a big mindset change that's been for me. I talked about that a lot in the last breakdown we did too. But, I mean, I think it's a big deal. Wesley doesn't care that much. I don't think he's ever really been a big clock management guy. He just tries to score touchdowns, which I respect, and he is one of the best Madden players in the world every single year. But, I mean, you got to see how fast the clock is already down. 1 more play, and we're underneath 3 minutes. So had that just been inside zone, it'd be 2nd and 8. And, I mean, a guy as good at offense as Wesley, clock management makes more sense because you can move the ball at will if you want to. Like, second and 10 isn't an issue, right? Whereas if you're not as good of an offensive player, clock management can be a little bit harder, in my opinion, because you can't guarantee you'll pick up a 3rd and long, right? So something to consider. But, yeah, 3:30 left. Let's see what he does here. Going for a little bit of a deep shot. Watch that quick seam. Yeah, and he just identifies this left side. TJ in dollar. So watch what happens right here. See, this guy bails to the flat. This guy got cross man. Quick throw seam. Nice. Bang. Boom. Good read by Wesley. Identifying that really there wasn't much that he could do to defend that quick seam route, especially with that middle linebacker bailing to the middle of the field with the cross man. See what Wesley does here. This is not the worst thing ever for TJ, though, as he can get ball back before half. Let's go cross. Nope, sack. I mean, you can see already, like, we are a play away. If Wesley chose to, we're almost a play away from being the 2-minute warning. So he could have done a way better job clocking, which I think will come back in this game. Touchdown, Wesley. Great W. Or I don't know why I say great W. Great touchdown. He hit the team name W. And he's going to go up 7-3. Yeah, TJ answers back. He's in a spot where if he can get 7, he's in a good spot to go into half. Go watch that crosser going deep. Smart on in route. No. He's going to try hitting that crosser super deep, but he gets an inaccurate. That should get picked off as inaccurate. Both players honestly get cheated on this play. Watch. I mean, this ball should not go where it went. It's pretty obvious this ball should go right here. Instead, it goes right here. That is not his fault either. That's just the game being the game. Where, yeah, that's inaccurate. Now, when that happens, should that ball get picked off? Yeah. It also really shouldn't happen. So, this really is a favorable spot for TJ, though. Clock not on his mind. Geez, almost interception right there. Close, but his user's behind him. That's not picking this game. That's not. A few years ago, that'd be an interception, especially on old gen, but not anymore. It's not. See what he does here. Motions that dude out. No, he doesn't. Watch the wheel. Throws the wheel. Good identification. And that's called anticipation right there, too. A lot of people don't do a good job of this until you get really, you have to get familiar with plays. That's why I always talk about it's better to master, 6 plays than have 20 plays in your playbook. Because watch, this wheel route does not look open right here, right? Watch, this X receiver does not look open. But he knows he's going to cut up. He knows this guy's going to keep on going out in his flat. so he can anticipate he's going to be open right here. Because if you wait on that ball and you throw it and it gets closer to the 40, these two defenders up here can make a play on it. Super good anticipation, keeps the chains moving. 9 for 17 now, 90 yards. Back-to-back scary balls for TJ. That first one, though, was inaccurate. That should not have happened, in my opinion. And the second one, I just don't think is a pick, even though it's very close. 2 minutes left. Even getting 3 here is not the worst thing in the world. It maintains it staying a game. And you got to kind of expect that he's going to throw this bubble on the left side right here. And he will. Gets a favorable rack. He might get out of there, too. Boom. Juke move. Yup. Tackle down. And that's going to be a timeout from Wesley. And this is basic, right? Let's see if we get a widescreen shot right here. Let's see. No, he's going to audible over to. I'd like to see him go back to that RPO maybe. But, I mean, it's easy to see why this is a good play, why the RPO is a really good option here. Because, look, if these two guys are blocking, right, and this guy bubbles out, even if this guy's left uncovered, and let's say they block him, or this guy just blitzes, you have a one-on-one with this guy, and juke moves are really good in this game. So it's simple as just, hey, juke that guy out, you're able to do it. And you see, right, actually, he goes back to it, yeah. Just gets a bad animation. Yeah, a little unfortunate animation. You can time that better to where you'll get a better animation, and then you're able to rack it up field better, but it is kind of tough, and you'd ideally just get the favorable animation without having to time it up, but nonetheless, that does kind of hurt a lot of bubble screens in this game. But, I mean, that's a huge weakness of this style of defense, and it's why I don't love it. Although this defense can force turnovers too, so watch a quick out. No, going to have the zig over the middle. Boom, DK Metcalf down to the 10. Wesley is out of timeouts right here, so TJ should take this all the way down to the final second of the play clock. Probably run the ball, because then we're going to be inside about 40 seconds for our next play. I think you 1,000,000%. One, it's hard to pass the ball down here, and then two, just clockwise, you should really run this ball right here. Yeah, you should 1,000% run this ball, and that's what he's going to do. Takes it all the way down to 1. Good clock management from him. And we're kind of seeing Wesley not care about clock management at all on his end when he's had the ball. And we're seeing TJ care. Because, again, think about it like this. Wesley, one of the best man players in the world. So he could call inside zone on first down, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10. And on 3rd and 8, assuming you go forward a little bit, and 4th and whatever, he will pick up that first down. He could have made this drive end, or he could have made this half end with him going up 7-3 and TJ not enough time to come answer. But instead, we're going to see TJ potentially take a lead into half here. Runs the ball again. Really, really smart by him. He's going to be able to take this all the way down and ensure that worst case scenario, Wesley just does not get the ball to end the half. A lot of my breakdowns, I know I keep on mentioning it. I'm talking a lot about clock management and stuff like that. Might be a little odd for you guys, but it has been a big deal for me this year, and I've seen it result in me being way more competitive in games that I might not be competitive in otherwise. Now we see TJ kind of taking this super far down, and he calls a timeout right there, which is a super mental blunder. Now you can't do anything in bounds. I don't love him doing that, but I guess he already decided that that he was going to kick on 4th and goal no matter what. So he just wanted to make sure he had his best 3rd and goal play. But overall, you'd like to hold on that timeout just in case. Nothing there. He throws it away. Super close to a sack that could have ended the half. He's got to kick his 3, though, and we're going to go into half 7-6 with Wesley winning, and Wesley gets ball. All right, first play. Second half. Wesley runs the ball. Gets a gain of nothing. Whatever. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it makes that clock management makes such a big difference. It's why people like joke, problem, Deliverance a few years back. If you remember that, why they've been able to make certain deep tournament runs, even when maybe they weren't always the most high-powered player on either side of the ball. And it's because of clock management. If you limit turnovers, and this is just a thing in Madden, regardless if you want to be a competitive Madden player or just win more head-to-head seasons games, if you take care of the ball and you can manage the clock better than your opponent, you will win. You will be in every game until the end, basically. You really will. You just will. Unless you are just severely outmatched, you'll be in the game, every single game until basically the end. Now, you got to take care of the ball. You can't be turning it over. And if you can manage the clock, you will. And that helps you negate the skill difference possibly. Corner route, Wesley, high ball, dot. High ball, corner routes are really, really good in this game. They always are. They always will be. And you can just see the coverage right here, man-to-man. Actually, maybe even match right there. Doesn't matter, though. Corner route wide open for a touchdown. And now TJ, the clock management stuff doesn't even matter, though, because he's only gotten 2 field goals, and he's down 8. So he just has to score and get the 2-point. I'm a big believer in chasing points. I don't know what you guys are. I know there's a lot of conflicting things, and I always think of it like this. Like, NFL coaches will disagree on whether or not you should chase points or not. That is not going to be in bounds. NFL coaches disagree if you should chase points or if you shouldn't chase points. And what that means is that there's not necessarily a right or wrong answer. It's a preference thing, right? I know a lot of people don't like the idea of it's not black. There's just a preference, not black or white. But it is a preference thing. Me personally, I prefer to chase points because I like to know my fate early. But I can definitely see someone arguing that you'd not chase points yet. So I'm in. I get both ways. I definitely get both. There's not a right or wrong. Someone's going to get mad at me for saying there's not right or wrong and say there is definitely a right, even though people who get paid millions of dollars to make the decisions disagree on it. Watch this. Square. Oh, he goes corner route instead. Dot. That's that route combo from earlier. Flood from bunch halfback strong. Nice. TJ's moving the ball well on offense until he gets into this area of the field right here. He keeps on getting stopped in the red zone, which it's miserable to get stopped in the red zone. It's such a terrible feeling. You got to be able to get 7. You got to be able to get stops in the red zone too, right? Because you think if he scores both touchdowns, it's 14-14. Or if Wesley only kicks 3 twice, he has a chance to take the lead here. Instead, that's not how it is. And he's in not a great spot right now. High ball, overthrown. That's where it's missed. I've done that so many times. I've been in games where I've missed. I've had a kick in the red zone, and I've gotten back to the red zone. Ooh, finally, a freebie, a free touchdown. Wesley, messed up his adjustments. Overthrow. And that's on him. He did push the ball too far, but it sucks. It sucks. See if he has anything there. Not really. Gets sacked. 3rd and 11. You really can't get stopped here. Yeah, I don't know what you do if it goes to 4th and 11. You kick 3 and you do stay alive being only down 5, but Wesley's probably going to score. So it's tough. I mean, you have to kick the 3, I guess, but geez. Pretty much would have to, yeah? See who does 3rd and 11. Maybe he doesn't have to. 4-man rush. Shed's coming a little bit. Throws a check down, OBJ. Go 4th and 6. You got to go, I think. I think 4th and 6 you're going. Yep. 4th and 11. Tough. 4th and 6, I think you go. Oof. Audibling over to Trip. So you got to be looking at a couple of things if you're Wesley here. You got to be, let's get the wide camera, please. Thank you. You got to be looking for something up the seam really quick, right? Because you could do something like verticals. A corner route, maybe. It's pretty unlikely that a corner route would get thrown. But another route combo would be something along the lines of this right here where you go flat in. So attack this seam right here. Because this guy's probably going to go out. This guy goes up. And then this guy's on a little bit of a crosser. Then we have flat corner route right here. Definitely potential for something like that to happen. Let's see what the play call actually is. And then it looks like, is he doing that? No, he's not. Goes curl. Oh! That was a barber dot. That was a barber dot. Let's go curl route from triangle. That's, as much as I want to call that a barber route, bro, Wesley thought verticals. Oh my gosh. Wesley manned this guy up, think he's going to bait verticals, right? Because that's seam route. TJ says, I know you're going to man this guy up. So I'm going to put this guy on a curl, which beats man coverage. Get him out of here. And we just have a one-on-one right there with my curl against your man coverage. That's a barber dot, but it's also just kind of a dot. Yeah, hold on to it in traffic, but if you're using gift wrap, you probably will. That's a dot. I'll give it to him. Dude. That's a dot. That's actually, that might be pretty high level right there. Huh. Wing pair from TJ. Down 8. Has not been able to score a touchdown yet this game. Let's see it, man. Let's see it. Got it. Jeez, got held up. I mean, he's in hell. I have been in TJ's shoes many times here, and this sucks. Don't pass, dude. Go back to it. You had a one-on-one. Quick. What was that? What was that right there? Is that a little something? That little something right there? Let's see. Okay. Huh. Sure. TJ's got to get the 2 point. He is going to chase points here. I prefer this. Let's go. Boom. In route. In route wasn't actually a bad idea by any means. This is a flat out here. You just need I think you just need a flat right here, bro. This is a flat zone, so you need a flat route so he doesn't suck inside. He had it. He just needed to put triangle on a flat route. Wesley, though, is in a great spot. Just score a touchdown, kick the extra point, and you remain in a great spot. Obviously, you want to chew a little bit of the clock, and that's what he's going to do right here as we're going to take this into the fourth quarter. But touchdown, you're in a great spot, right? Ooh, what happened right here? 2nd and 8. Wesley's going with the pass play. See what we have. Dropping back. Nothing really there. I'm going to step up. Slide short of the marker. Nope, 1st and 10. Nothing wrong with that. And that's going to take us, again, like thinking about the clock. This is going to take us to 4:30. Next play is going to take us to 3-something. Next play is going to take us maybe just underneath 2. Good dot, though. And Wesley is just all about scoring a touchdown. Which also, when you're in this situation, while the clock is important to milk a little bit, and it obviously helps you, just score the 7. Just get your 7 points, man. You know, just get your 7 points. Let's see here. Boom. Good dot. Able to hit that drag fast right there, Wesley is. Gets the first down as well. TJ's got to find a way to hold him. Got to find a way to hold him. We have pro reads activated from Joe Montana, so he's going to make every throw pretty much. See what Wes does. Nothing really there. Going to throw that ball away. Clock does stop. Hold him to 3, and TJ's got life. Let's see if he does it. 2nd and 10. Can't let the touchdown. Such little time left, too. Let's go. Okay. I think he's going to do something with CMC. Yeah, block CMC. Double post. You guys see me call double post all the time. Nothing really there. Goes dragged late, but I think there's a chance he just overstepped the line. Oh, from a first down to a 3rd and 15. Great pocket. Barely over. We're at the 31. Oh, Wesley got screwed. He is behind. Wow, he's actually like in the NFL. That would not be over the illegal forward pass. Wow, that's a pretty good throw. That's like a very high level play by Wesley, and a first down, which would have got us to about 2:45 or about 2 minutes, or I'm sorry, about 3 minutes left in the game. Goes backwards to 3rd and 15. This is TJ's opportunity. Let's see, anything? Nothing there. I think Wesley kind of calls a bad play. Jeez, man. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, he had shown no signs of getting stopped until right there. An illegal forward pass. That wasn't an illegal forward pass. It actually wasn't. Wow. So TJ now has a money drive. Starting on his own 15. Just got to find a way to get 7. Has R1. Misses the read. Throws it late. He's got to be upset with himself. Oh. You can't miss that read. Especially like you're moving the ball. I mean, he's moving the ball in between the 20s pretty well. All the way up until around the 10-yard line. But then he's getting bagged. You need the touchdown, then you need the 2 if you're TJ. Need the touchdown, then you need the 2. I'm surprised he didn't run the ball on first down, truthfully. I thought he would. 5 wide now. Anything there? High, got it. Yup, inaccurate or under pressure, poor accuracy, still gets it. Moves him to just before the 50-yard line. Clock is ticking. Wesley's just got to play defense, and even if Wesley gives up that touchdown, he's not in a bad spot. He has all 3 timeouts. Would just need a field goal to tie it. Worst case scenario. I think TJ is kind of recognizing the clock situation here. He knows that, yeah, he's going to go boom, inside zone. Gets nothing out of it, though. The next play will take us to a 2-minute warning. TJ, I think, wants to make this the last drive of the game, if not as close as possible to it. That's what that kind of inside zone told me right there. Now we're going to go to tight offset, tight end. Let's watch. I don't love these tight formations against these compression defenses. Got triangle, good dot right there. I'm curious, did he go post slant, or what is this route over the middle from Kyle Pitts? This in route? That is an in route. Yeah, he won't use the in route post. Yep. Gets first down, takes us to the 2. Oh yeah, he's all the way down. Yeah, he's very aware of what. Yeah. Yep. Tackled down. 2nd and 6. Timeout from what? See, I don't think you call a timeout yet if you're Wesley. I think you hold on to those because he still has to score a touchdown. He can, if he just needed 3, or if he just needed 3 to win the game, you start calling him now, sure. But he still has a little bit of sense of urgency, you know what I mean? Like TJ does. Because he has scored a touchdown. He might not score, and he needs time left on the clock in case he doesn't. Pressure there. So that play. We're going to talk about this play. This, when I first saw it, I said, holy crap, Wesley just got screwed. We all agree Wesley just got screwed here? Make your assumption. Did Wesley get screwed here? Or say it. Did he? Because the answer is probably yes. Now, let me ask you this. And I get conflicted on this, on if this should have been picked off or if this shouldn't, if this is open so often. Because I'll explain this. Just hear me out. Paul Krause is manned up. Let's get the boom here. This guy is manned up onto him. This is man coverage on the halfback. It looks weird, but this is man coverage on the halfback. I don't know if TJ identified that or not, but let's say TJ made it to the Final Four of this tournament. Let's say he identified this as man coverage on the halfback. This is a ghost route. G for ghost, okay? Should a man defender on who's manned up onto a ghost route pick off a post route? I would say no every time. And I'm even of the belief that in competitive Madden, a man coverage defender should not play a ball that is not to the guy who he's manned up on. In competitive Madden, because that is not Wesley's intent with this guy is to defend this guy. Nobody else. That's what the point of the man coverage is. Now, the football side of me says this guy sees the ball going to this guy right here. The ball's being thrown right at his face. The other football part of me says this guy is manned up to this guy, so he should probably be more down here and not playing the post. So there's a few different conflicting things. All I ask is I hope you understand why people would why people would be okay with this not being a pick. Because again, this guy is manned up onto him. TJ identifies that. Again, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. If he didn't identify it, I don't know. But we'll say he identified it. And so this then, therefore, is open because this guy's only covering this guy. It's not a zone. He's only covering him in man-to-man. The post beats him behind his user. It looks really bad. It obviously looks really bad. But there's a couple of different ways to think of it. I can't really blame either way. It kind of depends what you want from competitive Madden. I don't want competitive Madden to replicate football exactly. If I man a defender up onto a wide receiver, in my opinion, that guy should never play another route from any other receiver. I've had this belief forever. And if you watch all of my videos, you'll hear me mention this in different times when someone's manned up onto somebody else plays a ball, right? You ever have a situation where somebody manned up onto a streak plays your corner route, and it's like, why? He was manned up onto the streak. That makes no sense. That same logic would apply there. And again, it looks really bad. And I can definitely understand why there might be another, why you might disagree, and that's fine. It's not like an argument, right? I don't really care that much. Or, I shouldn't say I don't care that much, but it's just differing opinions on how competitive Madden should be. Wesley uses his final timeout right there. Minute 48. Oof, 2nd and 10. See what TJ does here. Just motion his halfback across. Let's go underneath. Oh, he goes to that smash. One of the better routes in the game is out of the play smash return in gun bunch. Watch this outside number 3 receiver, OBJ. Little backward zig. It's called a return route. Really, really good in Madden. Really, really good. Clock's still ticking, and he's going to run the ball right here, too, which is smart on 1st and 10. TJ is. That's going to get us to about 40 seconds left on the play clock, on the game clock for the next play. So he runs CMC. Gets a pretty big gain, too. And he falls for the 2nd and inches. Let's see. Just needs inches to keep the drive alive. Got to get a touchdown, though. This probably works out better for TJ because it gives him an extra player or so to work with from this area of the field. He's going to milk it all the way down. Is he going to go QB sneak? He is. He's trying to time it to where he'll snap it right around the end. Yep, before he can set up defense. Wesley has what he believes to be QB sneak defense. Let's see if he does. QB sneak. 3rd and inches. He's TJ can go back to the QB sneak right here. No, he's putting his hands up, folding them. What's the play called, TJ? We call timeout? Timeout. Okay. Rethink it. All right. Run CMC. It looks like he's going on an RPO stretch to the right side. Show me some. Oh, a little fake hot route. Love it. RPO stretch. Boom. Run CMC. In there. Touchdown. Look at the clock, though. 8 seconds left in the game. Up by 1. Now, in this situation, TJ's got to go for 2. He doesn't have to, but he wants to go for 2 to be able to make it a 3-point game. I just run the ball because you don't want to risk, and that's what he's going to do. Yeah, just run the ball. You don't want to risk a pick 2 or something happening. And Wesley's going to fair catch the kickoff probably. Yeah, let's fast forward a little bit. See what Wesley does. 8 seconds left on his own 25. You go for a deep ball. No timeouts or anything. You got to hold on to those timeouts in that situation. He could still end up in the same scenario, but I think it's less likely. Let's go. He's going to work the middle of the field. Boom. Run CMC. Get out. Final second of the game clock. Always the longest. If you don't know why that is, by the way, I feel like a lot of people don't know why the last second of the game is the longest. It's because normal seconds, like if it shows 2 seconds on the clock, it's showing from 2.9 seconds to 2 seconds, right? It's just that 1 second. 1 second shows from 1.9 seconds all the way to 1 second, all the way to 0.1 seconds. So it's like 1 second is literally 2 seconds long in Madden. Because of that, because they don't show the point seconds like they would in like NBA 2K. In case you ever cared, I always hear that people like mention that. Let's watch post route. Blitz comes. Blitz comes. Blitz comes. Nope. No sir. Good pressure right there. GG's only. TJ moves on to his first ever live event, I believe. Will move on to his first ever finals to take on John Bees. This was a really good game, and this goes to show, I think, the importance of clock management and how much it can help you when you're outmatched. I think Wesley kind of showed in this game that he probably outplayed TJ, maybe. You can maybe say that. I don't know. But TJ with better clock management and Wesley with bad clock management, TJ able to stay in the game until the very end, and then he got it done in the red zone when it finally mattered. GG's only. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, boys. And Civil.gg is your place to go for all Madden tips, schemes, everything you need. Code PREMIUM gets you 25% off, linked in the top description.